live. Nos cuenta un equipo.
Fantastic.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Bien. Is he supposed to talk or me as well? We both do it. Do whatever we want, really.
Rock and roll, baby. Showtime.
All right.
Wait, let me
What?
get
A little bit of this.
Building community in Costa Rica.
So you are watching the Spicy Rad Show. I'm Tony. This is Spicy.
And today is a beautiful day in Dominicalito Bay or Bitcoin Bay, Costa Rica.
That's correct. We've been getting a lot of questions about community building, and I'm gonna get the information right now. Spicy, you've been building community here for a long time. Give me okay, what is Teslito?
Teslito.
I want to know.
You want to know what's Teslito? Okay. Thank you, Spicy Rad family. Today we are here in Dominicalito Bay. It's a really, really beautiful area in Costa Rica. It's a community that is walking distance to the beach, and we're building step by step, creating positive energy. So Teslito, Tony.
Wait a minute, before this.
Yes.
Before this, we should just talk a little bit about the beginning.
The beginning.
The
wow.
beginning. I mean, people have been asking, what is the community, what's going on and stuff, but first I need to know who you are, I think is important.
Perfect.
Tell me just a quick story, man. I love the story with the hot sauce.
Okay, my name is Spicy Life, and we're born here in Dominicalito Bay, and we wanted to create something that we can help others, empower, and we started with a hot sauce company, then we launched the real estate, but everything is happening in Dominicalito Bay.
That's right.
Dominicalito Bay was a fishing village community that started growing when they did the paved road from Quepos to here.
Right.
Everybody was living on the beach, coastal zone, and then they decided to relocate them to a property that is right next to the beach too,
Yep.
but with better infrastructure for the house. So this is how Dominicalito community started.
Right, and then you started doing hot sauce, and you were at the farmer's market in Dominical, which is just north of this place, right?
Yes.
And so that's the epicenter of where Bitcoin started here in Costa Rica.
Wow.
Now, in Costa Rica, some people may not know this, but it is the highest density of negocias or restaurant stores, facility that are accepting Bitcoin in the world.
In the world.
Per capita, the amount of people that live here to the amount of Bitcoin availability, #1 spot, right? So
There-
Bitcoin jungle, now since your whole journey started from that, really.
That's right.
So were you even aware of Bitcoin during the time you were selling hot sauce at the feria?
We were not aware unconsciously, but we were aware consciously because we were with energy as we go through our goal, that is basically build community, decentralizing everything.
Right?
We are matching finally the frequencies.
Exactly.
Yes.
So back in the day, Spicy's, you're selling your hot sauce, you sold out, you met wonderful Peggy. Yep. Peggy talked to you about real estate and showed you the ropes, right?
Yes.
Right, and you went through your first building experience with her?
Yes.
Where?
Dominicalito Bay.
Dominicalito Bay.
Dominicalito
So
Bay.
she's from Lake Tahoe and she knows the best of the best.
The best of the best.
She fell in love with Dominicalito Bay
Yes.
because of the community.
The community.
The community, the layout, if you haven't been to Dominicalito Bay, it has got this layout. It's basically 50 lots, right? And they're about 500 square meters.
50 lots, yes.
Walking distance from the beach. They have their own waterfall. And it's a community. And it's really only about 6 or 7, 10 families.
Yes.
It's a close-knit community. And what, to me, makes it so special is that the kids. It's I lived in Dominical for a while, and it's hard to find, there's not kids running around all the time. And you get to Dominicalito Bay, and it's kids everywhere.
Everywhere.
And you find out that all the parents and stuff are actually working in Dominical during the day and in Uvita during the day, and they're coming back to Dominicalito.
Dominicalito.
Right?
Yes, sir. Going back to the story, Tony, it's amazing because everything when the community is building and when the development comes and when everything happening so fast, usually without planning.
Right.
So this is basically what happened in Dominicalito. Dominicalito Bay has been always a paradise community. I grew up here, so I had the opportunity to travel all around the world and come back here and realize how beautiful was this. when they moved the people from the beach, the fisherman village, to that community, everything happened so fast. No planification. One day they went and told the fishermen, okay, you guys need to leave the properties that you live beachfront. We're gonna relocate in the community. Everybody sign up and they say yes.
And that's what started Dominicalito.
Yes.
That's all the lots.
Yes, that's what started Dominicalito. Okay, but when that happened, they just put us there. No vision, no nothing. And everybody start leaving, people start, but there's no purpose, there's no goal. So always when there's no purpose, no goal, or no planification, things at some time go wrong. Right, makes sense. So Dominicalito starts happening, people start leaving, everybody's happy. Now, Dominicalito is located on this premium property that is surrounded by rivers. It has fruit trees. I mean, it's something magical.
It is very, very special.
I have always known that. Plus, the location is the only property with title that you can walk to the beach right here.
And it's a beach that's like, it's a beginner wave, maybe intermediate, but it is a safe wave to surf.
It's probably the safest wave to surf in Costa Rica, plus the best beginner intermediate surf spot.
Right.
So the community starts. It was 50 families that went into the community. Suddenly, some of those families start selling the lots. Okay, perfect. People start leaving. Some people sold the lots. So then people from the community left and other people came. Now, those houses that they were, let's say like 15 people, or almost like 15 families sold the lots, and then they were purchased by outsiders, people like from San Jose, the city, So they don't become anymore like permanent residents. Then they became rental units, right? Because the people was outside far away, then people start renting the community. I'm not gonna say bad people or negative, but it's just was different people, right? Not the right energy was coming into the community.
What I love about Dominicalito, and I've lived there now, it's been amazing. I've lived there twice now.
Dominicalito.
And each time you move into a close-knit community like that, at first it's like, whoa, what's going on, And then you get into the rhythm with it, and you realize that it's like, there's this rhythm to the day, like first thing in the morning, 5 a.m., the hummingbirds all come and get all the birds, and then the next thing you hear the monkeys, and then the next thing the kids start walking to school, and then the moms all start walking back, and the moms are actually just as loud as the kids, how much they talk on their way back from dropping the kids off at the bus station or whatever happens. And that community that is already there and exists is just like, it's like when you said the rented people that come in and rent, and it's like it's just a little bit different,
It's different. It's different because it's not people that know each other. Then people come with different culture, different habits. So then the community, and then to be honest, then negative people from other places can come. It happens everywhere. It's not the right people, and then things start going different, right? Because it's different culture, like different habits, like the wrong people. And then the community itself is nice, but that's when we saw, we need to do something, because the community, Dominicalito Bay, the community start looking not right, not the right people.
It's been through a couple different patterns.
Exactly, so right there, I went and I say, I need to save my community. This is a beautiful place. I know that this is a beautiful place. How can we do? So the first thing that I did, I had the vision. I already had the vision in my mind, but we needed to get on board the whole community, because when you're gonna build a community, you bring the vision, but you need to get the community on board, because if the community is not on board, it's almost impossible. Right? Okay, so I got the community involved with a meeting, and not all the community, but the ones that want it. Then we had a meeting. I say, hey, I want to transform this community into a safe. There's bad people that has been coming in the community. How can we relocate them on a safe deal or environment with no hurting nobody, with no bad energy? There's a way. Everybody told me, Spicy, it's impossible. You know, the nose. Everybody's like, no, impossible. You cannot clean the community. These people is dangerous. Like, it's, you know, and I say, okay. I already have the nose, right? Now, would you guys want it? Do you want the community to be better? Do you want the community to be more beautiful? Do you want the community to be safe forever? Everybody say, yes, of course. So I told them, okay, let me do it. Right? You guys don't do anything. We already have the nose. They asked me, where are you gonna get the funds? How are you gonna do this? I said, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna work. And then after I had that backup from the community and we were all on the same wavelength, I start little by little, project, kids, information, education, coming and talking to the people. We sold some of the properties that were already sold, and we relocate the people. We even gave them like some money for them to go and start. I knew that once we clean the community of these people, it can never come back because it's only 50 houses and we are all families. Like, we know each other. Like, nobody here in this community steals from the neighbors. Like, you know, like, we know absolutely every person that is in the community. What makes it beautiful, makes it safe. And this is what we want to create. Of course, when you're building community, there's always the pressure of others, you know, when you're doing right because it's something new.
Right.
But that's okay. You need to continue because once you continue, then you transform it. And then even the people that is negative and they didn't want it, they enjoy it now. So that's where I started. And then we're here right now.
Well, before we get to right here,
Yes.
just throw in a few things so people can know. There's the park. How did the park happen?
Kids Park happened. We need a new park. The old park was abandoned, ugly. So we got together with the new members of the community, the old members. We created the project and we got the funding. Tony, that project took us 2 days, $6,000, two. That, thank you, by the way.
That's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
our family, you guys know, everybody that put money, thank you, because without you, would not be possible. We're only the energy. And right now, we did Teslito. Teslito was an abandoned structure. It looked ugly, scary, horrible. And it was an abandoned structure where they're planning to do the medical center and other things that they never happened. Usually in Costa Rica, right? Start things, left them on a side. So I came and I say, how much we need? They say, we need 40K. I'm like, 40K? I'm gonna need to spend my savings, but I got some of my money and I got other people too. Even we have that people that by the time they were coming, it's a outward bound. It's like a non-profit that brings kids to do volunteer. Thank you, Outward Bound, Outward Bound community where you guys are seeing for helping. They brought the kids, everybody like praying, you know, like real community.
Yeah.
Getting stronger, everybody's watching. So we did Teslito, and that's a free education center for kids.
Right.
You know, because we believe that in the community there's need to be a heart. It's like the pump. So the pump needs to be a center where the kids can come and instead of being doing nothing, or you know, because when the mind is not busy, people go to do negative things. You
Right.
know, like, so we said, how can we create the heart pump center of the community so kids can hear for free?
Yeah.
Right, because we
It's
see
beautiful.
It's
If you guys haven't
beautiful.
checked that, it's just beautiful.
Beautiful. We see now.
Yeah. Is there a website for that?
There's not a website, but we're gonna work on a website.
gonna work on a website so you can see it.
see the projects.
Yeah.
It's really important, the free education, because right now we see many people come and they're selling education, what is okay, but not all the kids have the money to pay for education.
Right.
So free education, get the kids busy.
And the kids are so important to Dominicalito. It's what really makes it different than the surrounding neighborhoods. Like
Exactly.
just the other night, okay, I'm sitting outside my house, which is right downtown now, right? I'm right in the mix. Gracias. And girls are just screaming, like little girls screaming. "Wah!" We're like, what the heck's going on, you know? And you see 4 girls come flying down the road in front of us with 1 roller skate on each of them, you know?
so
They
funny.
only had 2 sets of roller skates, but 4 girls were having fun flying down the road, you know? And it was
Flying
just
down
like,
the road.
and then the night or 2 nights before that, it was grumpy old me goes, "Ugh, there's this motorbike that's just going around the block, right?" And I'm like, gosh, what's going on? I take a look outside. It's one kid had put like a weed whack motor on his bicycle,
Yeah.
and they were all taking turns going around, and it turned from like, I'm mad at these kids are freaking rad, dude. Well done,
rad.
dudes.
It's rad.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's all the magic of the community.
Yeah.
You know, if we can create a community where the young kids are doing interesting projects, information, you know, basically the good, the future is that all these kids are gonna be good. You know, so keep the community tight, keep the community safe.
Yeah, making the, you know, doing what's possible with the community, and then the natural environment that they're just like blessed to be in, because you can, like, a lot of people move to Costa Rica because of the nature, the wildlife, the environment, the frequencies, right?
The frequencies.
Like the waterfalls are frequencies, everything's a sound and a frequency. So like these kids are like ocean right there. There's surfing, there's fishing, there's whale watching. They can learn about the ocean, whatever they want. The Poza Azul,
Waterfall
the waterfall,
right
swimming, like water, nature. Everything's nature all around them. So by building the community where it's like, you know, you want to talk about changes? I think people are asking about changes.
Of course.
Yeah. Like one change that I'm kind of passionate about is I see the kids and their moms and their dads walk by the store in front of us every morning. They walk by, and every night they walk back. And you know, that store is where everybody shops. Like everybody gets their food there and stuff. And it's just, there are so many, it's like a glorified alcohol posters on the walls everywhere, you know, like all the sponsorships. And it's like one of those things I think might be worth talking to the community about. Like, you know, like the kids every day are walking by, and that's programming, you know, they're seeing it every day, and that's like seeing their future. And it's like, that doesn't have to be the future. And I've seen what you've done, we haven't even talked about, with the painting, the art that's in Dominicalito. I don't think there's that much art in any community I've seen. Like the sloth, you know, there's art everywhere. So I believe that one center point, like you talked about the heart in the community being Teslito, well, where people shop and get the food and walk by every single day, just to be able to change the programming that's on the wall there, I think can make a huge change for the future. So that's something I want to, you know, try and influence if possible.
Hey, thank you so much, because we're doing it, and it's not about me, it's about all of us, Tony, because if we can create, well, we can, of course, because we are Spicy Rad.
Create anything. Yeah.
Right? So right now what we're creating is the future to lead by example, because other communities need the same project that we're doing, you know, because basically what we're doing is a safe surfing family community for eternity. You know, like we'll keep it super safe, super fun. But more than that, Tony, we are not building a community from scratch, because the community is already built. Right now we are uplifting and empowering the community. What are your thoughts on that? Because the community is already built.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So where you talked about people, you know, from San Jose, or where, I don't know if you mentioned a place, but they would buy property and then do these long-term rentals there. And long-term rentals bring in new people to the community, become part of the community. Whereas short-term rental is where people come in and experience the community and then move on. So finding like-minded people that care about the values that this community have, to come into the community for a short period of time to experience it, possibly return or tell, you know, spread the message, get more people to come. That I think should be the focus rather than long-term rental, because the community owns houses, they live there. They don't need long-term rental. So it brings me to Dominical. Let's just talk a tiny bit about Dominical.
Let's talk about Dominical.
So you tell me the history of it a little bit, please, and then I'll tell you my history of it.
Perfect. Playa Dominical has been a surfing family community too from years. And Dominical, when we grew up in Dominical, it's funny because it was like super remote. It was like almost like impossible to get there. Like you need to cross like Jurassic Park, like rivers, like you need to like see jaguars, like crazy to get there. But even in those times, all school surfers, guys, girls, young people used to come there to surf, enjoy the beach, and have fun. That was Dominical. You know, always Dominical was known for the surfing family community where people came, young, old, but surfers the most, and come and had fun right there. We started to trying to help Dominical too.
Yeah.
You know, but when you're building community, it's not hard, but there's always different opinions. So this is why I say the importance of building a team or people that really cares and the purpose that is purpose driven to make happen things, and then the development came in Dominical, super nice, super good, but the essence start disappearing.
Right.
What is the essence? The surfers go there, people at night go have a meal, a pizza, have a beer, walk safe. That was the essence. And if we don't protect the essence, then the essence disappears. And when the essence disappears, the place, still the place, but the people don't feel the energy. So that's basically what is happening in Dominical. And you can see it. Like, tell me you about Dominical.
Yeah, my experience getting off the bus, first time there, and right when I got there, I was like, dude, this is it. This is what I've been looking for, And we walked the whole thing, and what I remember from it was like, I remember the mushroom house, like a house made of a mushroom. It's like, what? This is like, so arts, you can't do that where I'm from in Canada. The zoning guys will just crush that idea. They choose what color your house is,
Wow.
Yeah. So like a house made of a mushroom, and then a Winnebago, Volkswagen bus lifted up on the sign, and it was like yeah, it's like, who gets to do that? This is like surfer rad, cool stuff. A-frame houses that are just like, that's just so like some surfer dudes were like, we'll build a house, man, just one board at a time, whatever. And tortilla flats, the bar down there, the use of shipping containers, and just, it was like the black sheep all came together and we're just having fun. That's what I think I got from my first few visits into Dominical. And with that, potentially, other buildings have come in and stuff, and it's not like that surfer fun thing that Dominical was. So when I look at Dominicalito now, what should be the right thing to go in there? It's not just build another mansion, stick it in there. It's not just build another house. It's like build things that are fun for people that want to come here, because people do want like that core feeling of community, like in Costa Rica, like actually get Spanish-speaking Costa Rica, full on.
Absolutely.
Plus fun.
Plus fun, plus safe.
Safe?
Safe, because we are after safe community, Tony.
Right.
And like this community, there's nothing more safe than here.
Right.
Like we know each other, like every day, like we say hi, and it's pure community.
Totally. Like you said earlier, everybody in the town. There's 50 lots.
Okay, I have a question for you too. Okay, and this is for everybody, because many people contact us and they ask and they come and say, like, a guy told me, like, we love that what you guys are doing, it's far away from gentrification. I'm like, yes,
wow.
Because he told me, like, you guys are different because you guys, instead of doing gentrification, you guys are uplifting and helping the people from the community. Even the people that have sold the house, these people, you go back and you go and see what they did with the money that they sold the house. Like, they created their businesses, they have new homes, they have more properties, like, they are super, super happy. So if we can do good for others and good for others while keeping the community living, this is the best. Like, everybody always talk gentrification, but you can do things with no gentrification. Like, you can involve community. Like, this guy told me, Pepe, you are not doing exclusive community. You guys are doing inclusive community, which means everybody, nice. It's included.
Right.
Like.
So I often use the phrase, like, follow the money to find the truth.
Follow the money to find the truth.
And that's when you can find it pretty quick, like what the motives are, what the purpose is of a project. And that's where I think Bitcoin comes into play here.
Yes.
So Bitcoin is, if you haven't done your homework and researched it, you definitely need to. It's like trying not to learn about the internet when that came out. Like, no, I'm never going to learn about the internet. You're going to learn about the internet. I'm never going to learn about AI. You will if you have not already, and so will you, Bitcoin. So what Bitcoin did, I'm going to just use an example right now, okay?
Do it.
So we're building a house. We're building a place called Skateable. It's a skateboarding architecture in a house. So a skateboardingable house.
Where?
Dominicalito, right? So to do things differently, yeah?
In the community.
In the community
wow.
of Dominicalito.
Wow.
what we're doing is we're leveraging Bitcoin in several different ways, and it's really cool what's happening. So I'm going to tell you the straight up story. So we have a plumber. We contract out a local from Dominicalito. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, dude. He was the guy that said hi to me every morning, and one morning I was like, dude, will you come help me build a house in my best Spanish? And he was like, sí, claro. Jumped in the car, rolled with me, and he's built 5 or 6 houses since. So he was a chef. He has a little restaurant in Dominicalito where you simp pay him and he brings you food at night, him and his wife. And he came, and as soon as you know it, he's using a chop saw and he's using all this stuff, and I'm showing him how to do it. But to the story of the Bitcoin. So he now gets a contract. I give him a contract for doing the plumbing of this house, right? He does it and he completes it. Now there's Facebook, everybody's heard of that obviously. Well, Facebook is centralized, and what that means is one person controls it. So Facebook is, you might think Zach owns it, right? Well, Zach Zuckerman, he doesn't own it. He owns a lot of the shares. So it's a publicly traded company. And when a company is traded publicly, it is illegal to do something that is not good for the shareholders. So you always have to do what's good for the shareholders. So it's controlled by one person, Facebook. So if you say something they don't like and that's bad for the shareholders, you're gone, right? So there's this guy, he started Twitter, really, really cool dude. He started Twitter and he sold that to Elon Musk, and then he started a decentralized version of Facebook. It's called Nostr. And what it is that nobody owns it. So nobody can shut it down or control it. So what they've done is they've integrated Bitcoin with Facebook. It's not Facebook, but it's Nostr, okay? And when I saw it the first time, I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then I saw how there is no algorithm. I know I'm getting nerdy, but this is not gonna be too challenging, I promise. An algorithm is, if you're on Facebook and you're scrolling and then you see somebody get punched in the nose and you just stop for a second and then you're like, oh, and then you change again, the algorithm says, oh, Tony likes to see violence because he stopped on that. Well, they try and what television does is put shocking images on to get your attention. So when I see a fight, I'm like, ah, and then I'm like, ah, I change. And now all I do is get fights. Then you see a beautiful girl doing something totally inappropriate and you're like, ah, and you change. All you see is totally inappropriate pictures of girls. And it's not anybody's fault. It's that the marketing is designed to shock you, put you into pause, that increases the algorithm, therefore your feed becomes what they want you to see. Now there is no algorithm on Nostr. So I was like, wow, this is really cool. How the heck can it work? How can you make it work without an algorithm? And they have this thing where Bitcoin is tied into it. And there's a way, yeah, it's called zapping. So what happens is, if Pepe makes a video, and you show me you're building a kid's park, right? I like it. I zap him. I'm gonna zap him, $1 worth of Bitcoin. If Pepe's building a school, I'll zap him $10 because that's awesome. So the more zaps that you get, the more it is on your feed if you choose to see the ones with the most zaps. So that was so interesting to me, that you could send money just by tapping to this person, and then that people would view the ones that had the most zaps. So with the plumber, let's take that back. The plumber finishes the contract. The plumber then makes a video of him finishing the contract, posts it on Nostr. I look at it, I get to see the video. I say verification, yes, he finished the plumbing. I'm zapping him. $1,000 I zapped him, which is like insane, right? But I just did it and it worked. It was like, boom, he got it. And then it was boom, $1,000 on his post. And on the post, it says, thanks, thanks for helping me, blah, blah, blah. And then he took it, simped it into his bank account. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. How can we use this to make a conscious community even more conscious? So like, we have donors, people that are like, how can I contribute, right? Like we're building a lifeguard stand for Dominical. Thank you to a donor. It's like, how rad is that? So we have donors that want to do stuff. So we can put together projects in the community, like say paint the bridge. It's rusting and it needs to be painted. Paint it, and a donor then can zap the person who does it cash. It's like that's how you can make donations direct to people. No banks involved, no nothing, just boom. So that's where I feel like this new social media platform with Bitcoin can really become part of the community.
Exactly. Social platform, Bitcoin community, wrap everything together and make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is in Dominicalito Bay Bitcoin community.
Bitcoin Bay, baby.
Bitcoin Bay, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Tony, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, this video, it's really good because many people, like everybody knows now that it's happening something special, and it's important because not many people understand, but we want to let you guys know that what we're building, it's a role model community for other communities because we're thinking ahead, right, Tony? Like we're
Right.
thinking ahead, we're thinking on how can we teach the future generations to empower Bitcoin, empower a safe, healthy lifestyle, and not just that, like do it and do it again and again in other communities worldwide.
Well, absolutely. And I think there's one more element that needs to be discussed right now, because we're talking about how do you raise everybody up, right? So the way to raise everybody up is savings. It's the way to do it. Compounded interest means if you put money into, you used to work when my dad was a kid, he could put money into the bank and then the bank would give him interest. Wow. And then next year it would give him interest on that accumulated sum, and it's called compounded interest. The banks actually gave you money. Now the banks just kind of take your money. It doesn't work anymore. So with Bitcoin, this is one of the most amazing things, is that Bitcoin year over year compounds at a rate, and that rate is very good right now. You do your own research on what that is, okay? But the people that I work with, they need that money cash right now. They gotta pay rent, they gotta get food, they gotta get gas. They don't have any savings or any leeway. They earn it today, they spend it. They earn it, they spend it, right? So with this plumber, I give him $1,000, right? Boom, he pulls it out and he's like, I have real cash. Even though Bitcoin is where it was like, oh man, you had $1,000 of Bitcoin. If you could hold that for a year, it'd be amazing. Anyways, he gets the cash out, right? And he got zapped from me on that social media platform. That's how he was paid. Now, the next day, we go to that post and we look at it and it's like, holy shit, people zapped you, dude.
You're zapped.
More people zapped him because they liked the story of him being a plumber that did it in Costa Rica and he got paid on Zap and it was rad. So then other people zapped him. And I was like, dude, you got more money. And he's like, what do you mean more money? I'm like, people like what you did, they gave you more money. And he's like, oh,
wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is how you put it into Simpay and you can have it as cash. And he's like, no, save it, keep it in there. And I was like, dude, that's how we do it. That's how we freaking do it.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's how we freaking do it. And Tony, you just changed the whole calendar because what you said right now, it's something that I think it's basically the most important related to with Bitcoin and everything. But you said that what we're doing right now is that we are, and this is really, really different because, and it's honest, and it's the real, when development comes and when things are happening, usually there's only a few people that rise up, and that what is great, not judging, but that's like on bigger cities but when it's in places like Costa Rica that are small, it's really important that everyone in the community on their level rises up because this will create the balance for the long-term great relationship between society, business, financials, peace, love. It's one of the most important things, and this is what we're doing here in Dominicalito Bay. The future of Dominicalito Bay, like what do you see? Like, why do you see like Dominicalito Bay like super spicy rad?
Wow, man, I see so much already. I see such a fantastic future because I see it being like right now to build a Rad Pad, what I build, right? is on a lot. We go in there and we build some short-term rentals, and they're focused mainly on surfers. That's kind of my niche, is like surfers are rad, and I have something that they want, and they want to experience Costa Rica. So to do that, it's about 30 micro contracts. So I've been working with Costa Ricans for a while now, building houses. We built over 10 houses in the past year and a half, and there's about 30 contracts to finish a Rad Pad, and one contract may just be to you, and it's about 2 days worth of work. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. So we can not employ, we're not employers, they're contract workers and contracts, but we can contract out lots of people, and that's a way of sharing the wealth with everybody. Now, one of the hardest things to do in Costa Rica is get cash out of a bank. That's freaking hard. And the ATM will charge you like $7 to pull it out. It's crazy. So when I pay all these people, or our company pays all these people in Bitcoin, shoots them Bitcoin, they've got it. Now, they live in Dominicalito. That's where the majority of the people that work with me live. So now we've got the grocery store on Bitcoin. So they can take their money that they earn and they can go right to the grocery store and buy the groceries and the stuff they need.
What else we have on Bitcoin?
Dude, we're about to have the best ice cream on the planet.
Coffee
right? store? Coffee store.
Coffee store. I mean, everything. We're going to get absolutely now.
That's the goal. There's 27 businesses we're going.
We're getting the properties in Bitcoin too.
That's right.
Decentralize everything.
Everything.
Always.
Yeah, why not?
Forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. Awesome. Whew. I don't know, did that make sense for the question? What was the question?
Yes, the question is what we're building in Dominicalito.
Oh, right. Bitcoin Bay.
Bitcoin Bay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Tony. Spicy Rad.
Yeah, Spicy Rad.
And we keep it flowing.
Always.
I have more information about Bitcoin Bay in Dominicalito. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and thank you to these 3 right here that have made this video. Look at, there's like 4 or 5 cameras. Thank you guys.
Subscribe, comment. Spicy Rad, look, is gold because we're gold, and see you in the next episode.
There you go. That's alive. That's the real deal.
That's a real deal.
Yes, sir.
¿Cuántos minutos?